Hey guys, what's up? So, Superman. Yes, and just in case you didn't know, Superman celebrated his 80th birthday around the time of this month. And I've made a video about it, and you should have checked it out by now. And I've been just wandering around in the YouTube's-ness, and I've noticed that a lot of people have made their own personal lists of who they think is the best Superman, which I think is very creative, considering there's a line of so many people that have played the character over the years and multiple different incarnations and different versions of the character, for better or for worse. And so I thought to myself, I love Superman. Superman is one of my favorite all-time characters. I literally made a video about him, and I said to myself, why can't I do one of those top 10-ish videos? I believe it's my first time ever doing a top 10 video. Probably not the last. I can say that much. So, I've compiled a bit of a list of whom I personally think are the best Superman. I'm not saying that they should be considered the best. I'm just saying that they're my personal favorite. Your lists could probably be completely different than mine. You can have completely different actors on your list. You can have placings for said actors that even I mentioned. But for all intents and purposes, these are the names that I personally think are the best. Captured the spirit and the character of who Superman is, who Superman is supposed to be, and what Superman represents, and brought it best to brought their best performance, be it live action, animated, or otherwise. And now, unfortunately, the material involved does play a part, and you'll see exactly what I mean in just a few minutes. But let's begin in counting down my personal top 10 list of Supermen. In the number 10 spot, Travis Willingham. Now, before we move on, I am aware that a lot of you are probably not aware of who Travis Willingham is, or why, in fact, he's on the list. Well, before we move on, I feel like I need to get this out of the way first. This technically is Travis Willingham's Superman. Yes, Travis Willingham voiced the Lego version of Superman in a lot of the Lego DC video games, the Lego Batman games in particular, Lego Dimensions, and he also voiced the character in some of the Lego animated movies produced by DC. Now, if you do a quick Google search on Travis Willingham, the guy kind of looks like Superman. I mean, really, just look at him. Also, I mean, he's definitely got the voice of the Man of Steel. I mean, there's no question about it. I mean, you listen to the guy, and that's definitely Superman, or at least a version of Superman. If you're not familiar with Travis Willingham, he also voices Thor and a lot of the Marvel animated projects, specifically Avengers Assemble, as well as also another assortment of Lego Marvel animated shorts. I believe he also voiced the character in the first Lego Marvel Superheroes video game, which is kind of cool because Travis Willingham kind of looks like a beast of a dude, and he also voiced two of the biggest and strongest characters in all comics, Superman and Thor, which is kind of nice. I think what I like best about Travis Willingham's performance as Superman is that, yeah, I mean, he is playing a rather silly, childish version of the character, but I mean, it kind of works when you put it into the context of what this character is supposed to be, and that character is supposed to be a Lego version of a much more mature character, but done in a kind of a, not parody, but sort of a kind of a fun, enjoyable way. And Travis Willingham definitely embodies the whole Superman spirit of, yes ma'am, I'll save the kitten from the tree, and that sort of kind of part of Superman's character. And remember, Superman is a character that's been around for 80 years. That's literally longer than my grandfather has been on this planet. Like, I'm not kidding. And there's so many different aspects of the character. The character has gone through so many different iterations over the years, from being a hopeful, smiley, big blue Boy Scout to being a much more darker character. The character even died at one point and came back to life. And the character was even envisioned once as a Soviet military leader. So, clearly, one single actor can't embody every single aspect of a character like Superman, as opposed to a character that's a little, not more simple, but a little less complex than the character of Superman. And Travis Willingham definitely took a specific side of the character and brought it to life beautifully. So Travis Willingham is my number 10. Hello again, everybody. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, where I do all kinds of weird stuff like showcase all these things, you know, trailer reactions, movie reviews, all kinds of fun stuff. So, until next time, I'll see you guys next time.